Hello, hello. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope y'all are doing okay on this Wednesday. I don't know. Well, for me, it's been a wet and wild Wednesday. I don't know what it's been for you guys, but and then it just seems like I don't know what the moon is. I honestly, how can you be on the moon and not know what it is? So I don't know if we're dealing with a full moon, a half moon, or what kind of moon. I don't know that, but I know we're dealing with some fools for sure. That I know. Okay. So, anyhow, let me fix this. Okay, that's a little better. All right, yeah, like I said, we are dealing with some fools. So, and I also want to say, I know I said it before, and I'll say it again. I am going to be redoing the mods. I've said before, I don't care who you watch, who you like. I mean, there are some people who might enjoy, who enjoy me, might like to, they might enjoy Sylvia. They might. But, and I'm not going to hold that against them because everybody's an adult and they can do what they want, go where they want, see who they want. But I cannot have somebody mod for me that mods for someone who uh, doesn't see it for me or any of my friends and people I collaborate with. That I won't do. So there will be a change in the mods. And, I was where a lot of people were today, and I saw some things. So, I'm just saying, I saw some things. Hey, how are you doing, Delicate Dell? Yanobi Danae. Sure. I know you're I know in other chats you're Shirley's. What are you, Shirley's testimony finally or something? I thought I saw. I don't understand why these screen names and things work in some chats and some chats they don't. I like here they're jacked up. I had looked in on friends the other day, they were jacked up there, but in V's they're okay. So I'm in confusement about this situation, but I hope YouTube gets it together. We've got my Retta here, Ray Della Lewis. G creates Shay B. She says, hello moonlighters, I'm in the bushes, my black job got your girl tired. I was tired, boss. Yes, I can understand that. Let me tell you, I this filling in for Native. I would do it all over again if the chance came up. I would do it all over again, but I will say it kicked my butt. I ain't gonna lie, it did. So I know people have been. I've got like stuff in my Instagram and emails and stuff that I haven't gone through or I have looked at, but I just haven't like responded to. So please don't take offense to that. Also, after today's shenanigans, I got like some more emails and stuff, and some of them I've answered and some of them I haven't. So please do not take that, in a negative way. I'm just trying. I ain't gonna lie. Now I told y'all before. I'm not the most organized person in the world, and I have my own unique way of the organization that I do have. So, please do not be offended by me not responding right away. We've also got sound check Annette. We got Rossi here. Allegedly is here. Coffee is brewing. Life unleashed. Thessy Joel. We've got Miss Nisi to you. Hey, let's talk about it all, boo. Life ain't over. We got Sherry. We've got Make It Rain. We got Aunt Natty. I think I said Thessy Jewel. If not, we got Thessy Jewel. AK's POV. Mary Willis. Um, Bible Babies. Wait a minute. BB Babies. And I know who I think I know your other name. I'm not sure, but I think I do. We've got Salt and Pepper Tresses, them folks. Danielle Bailey, Miss Mad About Music. Ylvia Parks is here. TDC. Pat Booker, Nana and Nene. We've got I got so angry when I heard my girl break, child. Make it rain. We've got Sonia's Boots, Justin's mom. We've got Queen Lily, Life Unleashed, Lunar Brain Fireheart, Say J, D Dub, Queen Black. We've got This Is True. This is true. This is true. We've got Bella Chef in the house. We've got in a camp, in a camper, and a pamper in the house. Okay. I cannot. Um, let's see. Who are we praying for? Hey, Attitude and Tylenol. Who are we praying for? Hey, Attitude and V will be just fine. She's well loved and protected. And let me say this. Hey, the woman he chose, honey, say that. You can't strike somebody's channel claiming XYZ and then go back on your channel, talk about them, put it in members, then go back and talk about them again. And I don't know if that's in members or not, but like you can't. I don't know how that work. Somebody please let me know. Okay. Hey, Tony B, the woman he chose, make it rain. I said make it rain. Okay. Yes, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how it works. So, let's get into some things. Um we're gonna get into some. I'm gonna do some true crime news, and I'm gonna do Sonya. I'm gonna do the visits, the that came out today. Now y'all know how I feel about these tablet visits. And when Native was gone, I did do them, because I knew that that was something that he did. Now that he's back, he can have them. However, I will do the last. I think there were 3 visits on here. I will do the last 2 of those, and then I will let y'all decide what we get into next. And I will tell you what that is, what options you have, right after I do this. But there's a lot of things going on in the world, and let me see. What do you say? Attitude and Tylenol says, what I would suggest to everyone, myself included, is just stay off his channel. Don't give him hate. Watch hours. Yeah, I wanted, I had a feeling. Hey, Lonnie, 76. I had a feeling when we was live, something told me, go look. And I did. And I'm glad I did because, we did that live. And then where did it go? Members, but that's okay though. That's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Did I speak to you, Mary Willis? And then we ended that live, put it in members, and then we go back and do another one. So yeah, but you are right, attitude and title. You are so right. I agree with you. Hey, black but not bitter. Um, and let me see. Miss Lady is here. Black but not bitter. Can you, when we start? Well, actually, no. Can you put the what do you call it, fair use act in the chat? I would appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I tell you now, I told y'all I slept all day yesterday. Okay. So I slept all day yesterday. Did I speak to you, Queen Lily? I see you in here. I can't remember if I spoke, but anyway, I slept all day yesterday, right? So I thought I was good for today. I was gonna get up, I was gonna get through my comments because I'm behind on those. I was just gonna get through like all this stuff, and I fell asleep. And I slept until like the afternoon. I'm like, so that was not planned. Yesterday was planned, but thank you, Justin's mom. Yesterday was planned, but today was not. I mean, I was just like, I was out of it. I was completely out of it. But I think I'll get back together here soon. Okay, Queen Lily, because I was like, I don't remember speaking. Hey, sweetie, 5, how you doing? Okay, glorious love. What's up? What's up? So let's get into this true crime news right here. Um, oh, somebody sent me. There is a DFS worker who had children in the car that she left, like 5 of them. Very strange. I think I have that. I'm gonna look and see while we get into this first bit of news here. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. Okay. And what we are going to talk about first is this we have another. Oh yeah, I do have it. Here it is right here. whoever sent me the information about her leaving the kids in the car. I don't know if this is who you were talking about, but I have it right here. Hey, B. Williams.
Well, a Houston daycare owner is accused of leaving 5 kids in a hot car while she went grocery shopping.
It's hard to even fathom. Well, Fox 26's Jillian Hartman is outside of the Kroger where this all happened. Jillian.
Yeah, we learned the daycare owner went into the Kroger here to shop. She brought her own.
By the way, this portion, if you are watching this, well, I better say it afterwards.
2 kids inside the store, but police say she left 5 of her clients' kids in her car in the heat, including a baby and 2 toddlers. A witness told me that the kids were in the car for at least 40 minutes before police were called, and now the daycare owner is facing felony charges. We are going to.
First of all, I'm trying to figure out how she was able to fit that many kids in a car. Like I need to know what she had the children in. That's a lot of kids for a car. And how dare she take hers in? She takes hers into the store and leaves the daycare kids in the car. I mean, have you ever? Hey, Rakia. Hey, GC.
To start docket with Dominique Wilson. Ms. Wilson, you've been charged with 5 counts of the state jail felony offense of endangering children.
Local daycare owner Dominique Wilson was arrested, and she faces 5 child endangerment charges. Houston police say they were called to the Kroger parking lot along Telephone Road in Belfort around noon on Friday. Authorities say Wilson went grocery shopping with her 2 kids, but left 5 of her client's children she was watching in her car when it was 91 degrees outside. Police told us the kids.
I mean, that's 8 kids. So I need to see, because I need to know if this was a van or not. You can't get 8 kids in a car. I'm sorry, not legally and not safely. So I need to know. Hey, Janet Toy. Hey, them folks.
Its ages: a 10-month-old, a 1 and 2-year-old, and an 8 and 6-year-old.
There's absolutely no excuse. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's super hot in Houston. I wouldn't even leave my dog in the car. So I don't know what she was thinking.
Nyla Peters is Wilson's neighbor. Authorities say Wilson runs her daycare out of her apartment along Stone Street. It's called My Little Angels.
Bless their souls.
This is an apartment. And I know there's some pretty big apartments out there, but it's interesting that she's got, okay, the 5 kids and 3 of her own. That's a lot of kids. I think that it goes against the ratio. Janet Toy said, I'll never forget when I lived in Houston, a daycare worker left kids in the home with oil on the stove and ran to Target. I wailed. Like, first of all, like, what do you have to get from the store where you have to leave young toddlers? What do you need? And if I'm going, we're all going. I'm not leaving. No, no. Plus, it's not even safe anymore. You can't do that. You never know who's watching you, uh, who knows you do a daycare and is just waiting for the first opportunity that they can get. So that's why you don't. This is a no. Aunt Natty said, I sent the. Oh, you sent the one about the CPS worker who left the 3. I think I got that one too in Alabama. I got it.
So sorry that even happened to them babies. I really hate to hear that. From what I've seen, she's really good with the kids. They always are outside playing, having fun, you know. She's usually standing around with them.
A witness said they found the children in distress, red-faced, and crying. Wilson appeared in court on Saturday morning.
The court is recognizing the concerns about safety in regards to the children that were left in the vehicle that were found by passersby with the window barely cracked and the car not running. That is a very dangerous situation.
According to the Texas Health and Human Services website, Wilson is licensed by the state. Her last inspection.
And okay, so she leaves them in there with the window barely cracked. Okay, barely. Justin's mom said, I'm so glad my son is grown. I know, right? She leaves him in there with the window barely cracked, and then she goes in the store. My next question is, was the car unlocked? Because anybody could have taken those kids. Like I said, There are predators everywhere just waiting for an opportunity.
Was in April with no prior compliance issues. Fox 26 reached out to the state's Department of Family and Protective Services to see if they are opening their own investigation. A spokesperson says DFPS is investigating whether or not abuse or neglect occurred in this case. Findings from our investigation will be turned over to the Health and Human Services Commission, the state agency that licenses and regulates daycare in Texas. Now, police tell me all 5 kids found in the car are doing okay. At this time, Wilson remains in jail. Her bond was set at a total of $50,000, and her next court appearance is on October 15th. Reporting live, I'm Jillian Hartman, Fox 26 News.
Now, what I was going to say is for those of you watching, this on the replay, if
Well, a
you
Houston
see
daycare
something,
owner is accused of leaving 5 kids.
if something seems strange, this is just acting a fool. If something seems strange when you watch this on the replay, it will be because I'm going to probably take that portion out of the video because Fox News be tripping. So that story might disappear. But I did want to bring that. Now, the one that you were talking about, I have right here. I think this is it. Because I got this ready, I think, yesterday when I thought I was going live. So I can't remember if this is the right story. But this is a little boy who, from Alabama. Let me share my, no, okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me get into my screen, sharing my screen.
Tragic death of a 3-year-old in Alabama. A contractor for the state agency responsible for child welfare has been charged after he was allegedly left in a hot car for 5 hours when temperatures topped 100 degrees. More now from ABC's Rena Roy.
Tonight, a demand for answers over the death of 3-year-old Katorius Starks Jr., who police say was left in a hot car for hours in Birmingham, Alabama. The young boy, whose nickname was KJ, laid to rest this weekend.
It hurts. It hurts bad. It hurts deeply because they failed him, and it makes me feel like we failed him as well.
Authorities say officers were called to the scene of an unresponsive child back on July 22nd, saying KJ, who was in foster care, was accidentally left in the car while in the custody of a contracted worker through the Alabama Department of Human Resources. That day, a heat advisory was in effect with temperatures in the 90s, the heat index topping 100 degrees.
Your job is to serve and protect children. How do you leave one in the car for 5 hours? I'm confused.
For several hours. The Starks family attorney saying the car was like a furnace and that KJ was left inside for more than 5 hours while the caretaker was at home after taking him on his weekly visit to see his biological father. 54-year-old Kella Stanford arrested and charged with leaving a child unattended in a car as a person for hire responsible for their care, a felony that carries up to 20 years in prison if convicted.
Please stand with us until this event.
Then my next question is, why was she home? I mean, and don't get me wrong. I know that there are people who have jobs where they do a lot of work out in the field. I had a couple like that, where I did field work, and it's not uncommon for you to run home and do something right quick, or run home and get something right quick. That's not uncommon. But when you have, when you actually are responsible for children and you have a child in the car that you're responsible for, how does this happen? I don't understand. The woman no, I thought freedom was coming soon, said this was a terrible day. It was brutal outside. Aunt Natty said, and they just charged her. Justin's mom says, I've been thinking of being a foster mom. These kids deserve so much better. Yeah. Mary Willis said that baby was suffering. Yeah. Yeah, I bet he was. You know, if I open the door and I don't want to go out there, just imagine someone just sitting there.
Investigation is over, so we can see justice and to make sure this never happened to another child.
ABC News has reached out to the Alabama Department of Human Resources for comment, but we have not yet heard back. And Lindsay, so far this year, at least 19 children have died in hot cars. 7 of those deaths last month alone. Lindsay?
Rena, thank you.
Okay. Rakia, Rakia, you just sent me something, right? And I have that put aside. I'm kind of confused. I am just kind of confused about that story. I really am. So that's why I don't have that one up here, but I will look at it again because I'm telling you that I was in confusement over that. But thank you so much, Rakia, and I'll look at it and see. Now I know I don't want to depress y'all. We got one more mother, one more, and then we'll move on to our other stuff. I don't know. I'll never understand it. You have to go through so much to drive a car. So many things to drive a car, but anybody can have a child. No one checks, no one, I mean you can just have one. So that's the sad part. Attitude and Tylenol said she was always rushing the dad's visits. He had complained about her. Really? Really? And why was she rushing? Where'd she have to go? What'd she have to do? Go home?
Also breaking, we're learning disturbing new information in the case of a toddler found dead in a hearse outside a Gadsden funeral home. Police have arrested the baby girl's mother. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson joins us now from the newsroom. Gracie, do court documents detail what happened to the toddler?
I'm assuming that the mom since she's the one who's been arrested, she put him in this hearse. But my question is if just like when something happened to this baby, you put him in a hearse, why couldn't you go and drop him off at a fire station when he was breathing, a hospital, all of the places that are sanctuaries where you can leave the children? Why didn't you do that? That's my question. Let me see. Aunt Natty said they took the baby from his parents only for this to happen. I have seen babies taken away from their parents for the most trivial things and put into foster care and abused. So they're treated or they become worse off in foster care than they were at home with the parent. I don't understand that.
Brenda, court filings reveal 29-year-old Tarika Pearl has been charged with capital murder. She's accused of strangling her daughter, 1-year-old Blessence Pearl, with a thick robe string. I learned from Etowah County District Attorney Jody Willoughby that Pearl is now being held without bond. A weekend discovery in Gadsden is leaving a community grieving and searching for answers. Police say a toddler girl is dead and a woman, officials say is the child's mother, is facing a capital murder charge after the child was found at a local funeral home.
We are so sad that this happened, but we thank God that we have got down to the nitty-gritty of the situation.
The discovery happened outside West Gadsden Funeral Home, where investigators say the child was found inside a hearse that had been parked overnight.
I didn't lock the car. It's not, I'm just being honest. We haven't never had a problem with people going into our cars at the office.
Robinson identified the toddler as Blessence Pearl. Police were called immediately and the area was sealed off while the forensics unit collected evidence. By early Sunday morning, officers had arrested 29-year-old Tarika Pearl.
A lot of us didn't know the baby, but it's the heart of our people that loves this innocent child.
On Sunday night, neighbors and loved ones gathered for a vigil to remember Blessence. The funeral home announced they will not charge the family for her service. We are still working to learn what led up to the killing and how long the toddler may have been inside the hearse. Pearl remains in the Etowah County Jail being held without bond. Now, this is a developing story, and we will continue to provide updates as we learn more. Muriel.
Oh, wait. Okay. All right.
The family is demanding answers.
Okay, okay, that's that one. All right, the last one that we have to do is
Olivia.
oh my gosh. The last one that we have to do is about, do y'all remember in Las Vegas where there was an unlicensed dentist, and then I think she was somewhere else. She left Las Vegas and went somewhere else and worked as a unlicensed dentist where she had already had pending charges. Well, I'm just gonna play it. I can't keep up with this lady because I think she's been charged again. Okay, let me share my screen so we could do this one, and then we'll get into our other mess. Okay, where is our other mess? Let me save this. Okay, all right. Let me get into. Let me share. I'm up here doing more than one thing at a time, so this woman just keeps getting charged. She can't help herself. She cannot help herself.
When you go to the dentist, you assume the person doing the work in your mouth is actually a dentist.
But recently, we've heard from multiple people with the same shocking story. Their allegations sparked the state and a suburban police department to launch investigations.
CBS 2's Lauren Victory has this exclusive you need to see before you open up.
The last time Monica Bailey sat in a dentist's chair, she was hopeful. Now she's nervous, as if her teeth were chattering.
It's hard. It is. I'm just hoping that we can have a positive outcome.
It was February when she visited this building in Schaumburg. Up on the 8th floor, Bailey and her 15-year-old daughter had appointments to get braces at a business called the Veneer Experts.
Cleaned my teeth and started, putting the glue on and putting the brackets on for the braces. And I thought what she was doing was how it's supposed to be done.
We offer a wide range of services.
Bailey says the woman in this video worked on their teeth. Her name is Monica Davis. State records show Davis registered the Veneer Experts as an Illinois business in July 2023.
We're changing lives one smile at a time.
She's slow and steady. How does it feel?
A change is what tattoo artist Ralph Jones was after. You'd be hard-pressed to find a photo of him with a toothy smile.
They just started decaying and falling out, and over the course of the years, it just started making their parents look pretty bad.
A $2,000 price tag and...
Listen, Justin's mom, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to get it together so I can have my work done. It's very expensive. And what they're telling me that I need done it's going to cost some money. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I hate to get a loan, but I just might have to do that because if fixing all, my gums and it's not even my gums, it's like the roots. So if fixing all that means that I might have just a little bit relief from migraines, I'll do it, but it's just sad. It is sad that medical care in the United States is like it is. It really is. And it makes you wonder, these people providing you the care, are they in it for the money or the care? And apparently, I didn't know you can legally, from what I understand, do I thought veneers was something that had to be done by someone who actually went to school. And then I would see on TikTok they would have, I don't know, basement braces they would call it. And you could get braces or veneers and stuff like that just by anybody. I didn't know it was a thing, but it's apparently a trend that started last year or the year before.
Huge customer smiles on the Veneer Experts Instagram page sold him. Jones visited Davis and her team for shiny teeth coverings called veneers. He says he was told these new smiles last 8 to 10 years. That didn't happen for him.
I woke up to a chip too. It was a piece of it chipped.
Bailey says her problem started when she tried to make a follow-up appointment.
One of the numbers was disconnected. The other one, nobody would answer.
Dr. Davis was nowhere to be found. Literally, CBS 2 could not locate her name on the state website where dentists should be registered. In Illinois, dentists need to have a license.
A license ensures that the person has had a high level of quality of education and training.
And it guarantees a dentist is well-versed in sanitation and patient safety. Lindsay Wagahoff from the Illinois State Dental Society explains the consequences for anyone who touches teeth without a license.
Sometimes there's cease and desist letters that are sent, and then obviously then there's a process then after that too in the court system.
An arrest. Davis knows all about that. Apparently, the veneer experts had also been operating at this Las Vegas strip mall, and Davis got picked up for illegally practicing dentistry without a Nevada dental license.
You know what? I mean, and this is not a shade to people. She looks too young to be a dentist. I mean, I guess that's not really. I mean, because dental school, if you look at the amount of years, it's you can be young. But I'm sorry, like if she was just like doing basic dentistry, but she's doing stuff that you would go to a special someone specialized in dentist care, and she just don't look old enough for me. Bella says I'm gonna go to the doctor over in Mexico. These American prices can miss me. You know, I had said the same thing, and I had said that I wanted to. I told my sister a couple weeks ago. I was like, let's go to Turkey. And we can get dinner. I can get my dental work done. They have this, they have that, and then I hear about the woman who went over. I think that's where she went to have her a mommy makeover, a BBL and stuff, and she passed away. When the body got home, she was missing like half of her brain and some other organs that there should have been no reason why she was missing them. So I was like, here goes that.
You see that mugshot, and what goes through your mind?
I couldn't believe it.
Then she looked at a calendar. Court documents show Davis was released from police custody in Nevada on January 31st. It was only 9 days later when Bailey says she and her daughter got braces from the unlicensed dentist.
It's crazy to me that she can do this in Las Vegas and post bail, and you come here and do the same thing. It's like you have no fear.
Speaking of fear,
I don't know what she put inside of my mouth.
Jones took this photo of his chipped veneer.
I'm just wondering your assessment.
CBS 2 was allowed to share it with a properly credentialed dentist, Lauren Zalay.
I mean, the gum tissue is what I'm very concerned about, because if you can't brush under those teeth, you're not going to have teeth there much longer.
Bite together.
Bailey also got bad news from Dr. Zalay.
They look like real braces, but they don't connect to anything in the back. And so there's no way to move the teeth.
Meaning the braces aren't fixing anything.
Did she take any x-rays or anything? No x-rays. Because that's obviously the first thing. You would want to make sure that, the teeth are healthy before you're going to start moving them.
So you don't have any comment on the people that you did procedures on here in Illinois?
Hanging up was Davis's response to us. Our in-person research led to the discovery that the veneer experts were asked to leave their office in Schaumburg. A receptionist for the building said they'd gotten several calls from upset customers.
We actually don't even know how many people that she actually did this to.
It's just a big letdown.
It's wrong.
A line crossed that leaves a small business owner and others with no choice but to dip into their savings and start over. Lauren Victory, CBS 2 News.
We reached Davis twice, and both times she didn't have anything to say about her business or the allegations. Her next Las Vegas court date is in May. A police investigation here in Illinois is still active, and we'll update you as soon as action is taken.
Oh my gosh, this woman is a mess. She is a mess, going here, there, everywhere, practicing dentistry. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me read some of these comments because I saw some interesting ones. It's complicated. So, look, first of all, Attitude Tylenol said my new dentist is 32 and fire. He looks young too. Wow. It's too complicated, said Hey Legacy and Moonlighters. The 3-year-old KJ's mom's family is close to my sister. It is about 42 kids, meaning sisters and grandchildren having babies back to back. The majority of the kids are in the system. But you know what? Why would they do that though? I mean, why? I know that this happens a lot. I mean, I got people in my own family who have done this. I don't understand having children back to back like that. And, this one in foster care, that one with the father's mother, and that one with the father, this other one in foster care, and this one my aunt has. I mean, why? I will never understand that. And like I said, I'm not just like criticizing just anybody. I have people in my same thing, the exact same thing. So, and this family member has one. That family member has one. I mean, so it's not just, it's just, I know some people think this only happens in certain families or certain social economical um, areas, but no, this happens to anyone, anywhere. It's not unique to where you live or what color you are. This is something that is going on with a lot of people. Um, let's see. And thank you for sharing that. It's too complicated. Aunt Addie said the DR does good. Then I don't. There's just too many. This is the thing about going to other country. There's just so many things that could go wrong, and then you hear stories about things that have gone wrong. Me, I'm nervous enough as it is because of my blood and my disorder. I can't just, it's not just a matter of me going to the dentist. If I'm getting dental work done, I have to go see um a hematologist. Because of my blood, I have to see a hematologist and a cardiologist to get permission from the hematologist, and then go to the cardiologist, get permission from the cardiologist after I get permission from the hematologist, and then the cardiologist gives the permission to the dentist. Okay, very weird, but that's what I have to do. So I'm kind of not wanting to, and this is the condition I have. Is It's not rare, but like a lot of people don't have it. So I'm very leery of just even getting the care. So I've thought about going out of the country, but I just I can't. I just can't. The woman he chose said, "My God, you said he looked like a Justin's mom said he looked like a vampire." Mary Willis said, "My dentist is old. I'm still not man. I went to an old dentist one time. Oh my gosh, that man. I know he was 165, but I will tell you." That man took care of business, got my tooth done, and I didn't feel anything else in that tooth. It was fine. So he's probably the best dentist I've ever been to. Chi-Town Lieber says this was near my house. Bella said, "Remember Shamar got braces from a basement dentist?" Really? Did he? And see, that's another thing. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so Shamar got his teeth for free. Like, why? Because he's Shamar? I mean, anyway, Max Lang says, "I live in San Diego. We go to Calexico, the border of Cali and Mexico." Y'all know I don't know. Y'all know I don't be knowing the slang and the acronyms sometimes, but I actually knew what that one was. Go figure. Anyway, goes to the Cali and Mexico border for cosmetic dentistry. Whew. It's too complicated. Said 3-year-old KJ's mom has a 1-year. Oh my gosh. So she still has. This is what I don't understand. How does one kid get taken and the mom's still left with one or two or three kids? I don't get that. That is weird. Make It Rain says, "All my doctors and dentists are going out on me. I have looked for new physicians now. It's very scary. It is very scary." The woman he chose said KJ's family is suing, and I don't blame them, DHR and the contracted company that the lady worked with. I don't blame them. Bella says the only ones having kids back to back in my family are the men. The women have sense. Oh, yeah, and I forgot about the men. Yeah. You got women who have them back to back, but you've got men who impregnate them that walk away from their responsibility. So you're right. Justin's mom says, "I'm leery of international health services. I want to go to an American doctor." Let's see, what else do we have? I understand I have a, um, you have to be um, premeditated before okay, before you see the dentist. And um I have to do the same thing. It's not just for dental work, it's for anything. Any kind of surgery or anything that I get, I have to go like 50 million to get authorization to take to the person doing the work. It's a pain in the butt. Yes, Lonnie, I said 165 years old. Hi, Mimi. Oh my gosh. Now we are going. Let me see. All juiced up is here. All juiced up said everyone has been running to get veneers, and you never see a dentist with a full mouth of veneers. Mm-mm, you don't. I don't want. Well, it's not. I can't get veneers anyway. If it's the roots, I've never heard of someone having two long roots, and the only reason why I believe this dentist is because probably about 10, 15 years ago, I had a tooth pulled and it took the dentist like, I know, 4 hours in my mouth. It was terrible. I had dry socket. I was in pain for days. And he had said something about my roots. And this was why he had problems with removing the tooth or something or another. So that's the only reason why I believed when this dentist I went to recently told me that. That's the only reason why I that's the only reason why I even believe it, is because that had happened. Let me see. Premedicated. Oh, I thought you meant like predetermined, like because something's wrong, but premedicated. Dentures. I saw something about dentures. Who's getting dentures? Yeah, Bella. Listen, Bella, I'll take them 4-on-4s. I'll take those. That is no problem. And it's cheaper. Yeah, that is no problem. I will take them 4-on-4s. I don't care. Just get it over with because I'm tired of it. Um, so now let's get into these other people that we be getting into sometimes. Nana and Nene says I took care of a dentist that had 4 teeth. I was done. I cannot. But have you ever gone to the dentist and you look up, like they're in your mouth, and you look up and they've got coffee stains on their teeth, or you can tell they smoke. Well, that's just like when you go to a doctor and they say, "Oh, you need to lose some weight," and there's fat. You know, like you look like about 5 pounds away from a heart attack yourself. Okay. But that happens all the time. You go to the doctors and oh, you need to lose weight. You have too much weight on you, and you da 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 da. And I'm like, you are just 2 Big Macs away from a heart attack. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Justin's mom says, you don't wear what? You have okay, I have dentures and I don't like them. Just at the bottom, they feel weird. You don't wear them. I want them 4x4. Stick them on there and they never come out again. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I didn't see this either. I didn't see this tablet visit. So we'll see what happens in it. Um, all juiced up said, I look at everyone's teeth in the dentist's office, and if their teeth are not looking great, I'm not going back. Bella says, my OBGYN was big and called a pregnant woman fat. They do. Fat doctors will do that. They will do that. I remember, before I had surgery, like this one doctor, he told me, you're too short to carry all that weight. First of all, I don't need anybody to tell me that. I'm carrying it, so I know. Okay. And second of all, you look like you are about to deliver quintuplets. And this is a man. Okay. You only got about 3-4 inches on me, and you look like you're having quintuplets. So I don't need to hear from you anything about weight. Nothing at all. Okay. Whew. So anyhow, let's get into this visit. I didn't see it. I don't know what they talking about. Who knows? But we're gonna do visit 3. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this so y'all can be deciding. We're gonna do this, okay? After we're done this, we can go do a body cam, or we can go over. There is a clean copy of Shirley's hearing where we don't have to hear the person, the videographer. We don't have to hear them constantly telling us who she is and who we're watching. And so we could watch that, and it's just of Shirley's testimony. We can do that, or we can do a body cam. So y'all be deciding while we play this. Now I know we had a wonderful, wonderful recap from Black but Not Bitter. She did an excellent job. But in case somebody wants to actually, the only reason why I wanted to see it is because I just love to see Shirley just smiling. Just smiling. That boy, that picture of Shirley smiling is just great. And I did hear when she said that wasn't her signature or whatever it was, and Nesto said, "What?" So yeah, that was yeah. So let's watch this. Let's watch this. And I mean, as I can see so far, people are um looking, people are interested in Shirley. All juiced up said Black but Not Bitter is a star. I mean, and I'm really, like I said yesterday, you have to give it to her. She's not a content creator, and she went there and she understood the assignment and she delivered. She did. She really did. So I mean, I still say kudos to her because she did an excellent job. An excellent. But to see, and you know what my favorite part? I watched it, right? My favorite part was when she got down from the stand and she sashayed over there to Will Wooten to hand back, the paperwork that he had her looking at, and smiling and walking away. Ooh, I love that. I love that so much. So much. But let's listen to this visit. And I cannot wait. Look, I hope Shay had her FOIA just already filled out. All she had to do was hit send, because I want to hear them calls after the hearing. Oh, I want to hear them. So anyway, let's listen to this visit, these last 2 visits, and then we'll go over and look at that.
You guys short complex.
You there?
Let me see that man pad.
Ain't nothing but a little piece.
Oh wow. She really, and I'm not just saying this because it's Sonya, but she really looks bad. She really does. She needs to invest in that eye cream I've been using.
You driving?
I'm riding. Vet driver.
Oh, okay. Tell us how she doing.
And I still got that haircut. Oh, no.
You're funny. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, good,
I get
good,
mine
good.
cut on Saturday.
What, cut off?
It's going to be about a little bit longer than yours.
You
Up top.
lying.
That's it.
Why
I
you
swear to
so
God.
short?
I swear to God.
Why you cutting
It's
so
gonna
short?
be a little bit shorter. It's gonna be shorter, but maybe the same length on your sides. But it's gonna be a little bit longer on top.
Oh, okay. So you tired of it?
I'm so tired of it. You can't see it, but I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired. You can't really do too much with it.
Why? Because it's hot?
Too much work. It's so much work. When I go to the salon, it only lasts 3 days. That's a waste of money.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's stop right there. We've been watching her for 2 years. Have you ever heard the word salon come out her mouth? Now all of a sudden it's when I go to when did you start? You're always washing your own hair, doing your own ponytails. Now all of a sudden the salon. Thank you, Black but not bitter. I don't even know what that person said, but thank you, because that's another thing I want to say. Get these folks that come in here with the nonsense and the foolishness. Get rid of them. I mean, just you just block them. We're not doing that. I think people have taken advantage of seeing what my demeanor is and seeing how I am or whatever, learning my personality, and they thought it was okay to come into my chat and do some bullshit like this. I'm not having it. So get rid of them. I know I used to say we don't block people over here because people are adults and they should be able to monitor their own behavior and act accordingly. But no, get rid of them. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit longer than yours.
Okay, then I see you getting your little tan on.
Huh?
I see you getting your tan on. You got your tan together.
Yeah, I'm getting a little dark, right? I'm out here in the sun.
That's good. That's good. All right, then. I ain't hold you up. Just wanted to check in, make sure you're good. I see you're doing good. You're holding it.
I'm holding down.
Why your lips moving like that?
You reached your destination. Mayfield Road.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all gonna do y'all day. Do your thing. Enjoy your day
Yeah, we
today.
about to go eat. We just came out the house. We about to go eat.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all. I'll be
All
meeting
right.
my. I'm about to meet my beautician up here, the one who only cuts my hair. That's who I'm meeting up here.
Oh, okay. Now, okay. That is then.
She
That
coming
is.
on Saturday.
Attitude and Tylenol. We want to know who Potential Bay is. We want to know who that is. Is this the dentist? Yes, people are asking. Attitude and Tylenol. You stepped away and people are asking.
But that's who cuts my hair. She the only person I let in my hair.
Okay. So what you gonna you gonna wet and let it go? That's the only thing you do when it's short. Wet and let it go.
Yeah, wet and let it go. It's gonna be curly, like it was after I got out the hospital.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see that then.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. First of all, yeah, that person that is that who I didn't see. It was so much going on in V's chat the other day, but yeah, attitude and Tylenol, we not fooling with no foolishness. You know, if people come in here act crazy, we blocking them. Now, attitude and Tylenol said, hell no, it's not the dentist. He's a biomed engineer. Uh oh. All right. We will take that. So look, y'all, Queen Lily says, I do my own hair. It saves me money, but it takes me a couple of hours to do it. Me too. My sister, well, wash and do all that. My sister combs it out and straightens it. But Queen Lily, you have this is stuff that you make for your hair. We need to know about it because I was looking at it because I've been looking for something that is not too oily, that's good for the scalp. I was looking for something and I remembered. So I went over to your page and I didn't see like where you could get it. So you have to tell us about that. Let me see who else has a comment. Black but not. Oh yeah, hey, she's an introvert. I don't know if I spoke. Let me see. Sure, sure. Sherelle said, I was married before. I don't condone adultery. Sonya needs serious help. Mm. Attitude and Tylenol said, I can't do my hair. I get so frustrated. It's so thick and feels like a Brillo pad. Mine is it's long and actually the texture of it has gotten a lot better over the years, but I have to have help. I can't do it by myself. So, hey, cupcakes.
And that'll be something new.
My hair that short before, but okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, love you. Enjoy yourself.
Love you too. Find me later on.
Okay. Bye.
They all got hoods on them?
What'd you say?
You know what? I'm not wondering if driving like that. I know I would think it's hard to drive like long distance by yourself. I mean, I know people do it, truckers do it. There's female truckers out there, but I don't know if she has the baby, but it's got to be hard to drive with the baby. Um, and pay attention to the road and all that. And then when you're going to Ohio, there's mountains that you go. Well, it depends on which route you take. So it's got to be a bit much to do that. Really does.
You like you
Can
driving?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on.
Huh?
I see you getting got curled up.
I pulled that shit right up, back up in the ponytail.
What?
I gotta go all the way off. I didn't like it. It was too. It was
What's wrong with
wasn't
your
it
camera?
was nothing. I'm out in public, so I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying wrong with your camera because you're moving around too much. Got to be. There you go. Got to be still.
Wrong with my
There you
camera.
go. Now I see you
Yvette,
now. No, I see you.
you have
I
to
see you.
see
No,
me.
I see you. Yeah, yeah.
See the ponytail. I flicked it right back up. She chopped. She didn't cut the front. She just chopped that back all the way off. So I was still able to get it up.
Okay. All right then.
But you know what? I still love the fact that I didn't have all that hair to try to pull up. You know? Oh my gosh! I didn't have to wrestle with all that hair.
Okay.
How you
Well,
feeling?
how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You know what I like about long hair? Is some people, because I know my mom, when she turned, I don't know what age she turned, but all of a sudden my mom decided she was chopping her hair off and go. I had been going natural, but she decided she was going to chop all hers off and go natural. And I really liked it on her. And I mean, she kept it short and she was natural. She was gray. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute, but it's not. Short hair is not for everyone. Like me, I like long hair because if ever there's a day I really don't feel like being bothered with it, I could always throw it back in a ponytail. I could throw it in a ponytail and then take a few strands out in the front and do a little curly curl with it. So that that's why I like it. But long's not for everybody and short's not for everybody. It just all depends. And might I also add that Miss Shirley Strawberry's hair was looking good. Okay, good.
That's good. That's good. Seems like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a sale this weekend. It's no tax weekend because school. So I
Oh
came and
yeah.
got her
Okay.
some sneakers, and I came and got me some shorts.
Okay then. All right. Well, go ahead on handle your business. I'll hit you up later on whenever you settle
All
down.
right,
Okay. Bye.
call me around 7 if you just want
I
to
can't.
regularly call me.
All right. Cool. I will. All right. Be safe out there.
Amen. 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 This is very telling right here. Let me.
How you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
That's good. That's good. Seems like you got a lot going on.
See, that's very, very telling right there. Um, the way her eyes look, and it could be a variety of things. It could be lack of sleep, it could be stress, it could be her medical conditions. And I know if I have anemia, I know what I look like when I have anemia. When my blood drops, I know what I look like. And her look just reminds me of that look. Life Unleashed says, this bitch acts like her hair is down her back. She does. Queen Lily said, I'm natural too. It's long and easy to manage. I had Tony and Holly's cut, but it was so much work. Right. And for me, like, I never cut my back. I would cut like the front, but I would get those real short cuts like in the front of my hair. But what I didn't like about it is like by week 2 or 3, it was just like the style was gone, and it was like either I had to get it chopped off again or to let it grow. So I quit all of that. The only thing I do is I get my ends clipped, and I only let my sister or my niece do that, because when you go to the shop, they they got to cut all the ends off, and the next thing you know, your hair is missing 3 inches. So She's an introvert, says natural my hair is natural. I get my hair cut every year. It's about that time to get it cut again. The woman he chose, says Sonya, says that she can't do nothing with her long hair. Short hair is easier to manage. This is why she wears Tim U ponytails every day. It seems to me getting those ponytails on there would be hard work. Hard work. Savannah says she acts so childish. She does need to grow up, and she really does act childish. Cupcake says, Legacy, why do you keep pausing on her face like this? Well, I actually wanted, all the other times is not on purpose, but I actually wanted this look right here. It just does not look healthy. Black but not bitter said, my hair is extremely curly, and it works out perfectly due to the way my night sweats and hot flashes are set up. Attitude and Tylenol said she looks very unhealthy. I can tell when something is wrong internally by my skin, and me too. One time my mom, she kept saying, "You look funny. You're funny looking. Some things you look funny." But she would never. My mom had a way of saying things, but like didn't finish the sentence. So somebody, you look funny. You look, what looks funny about me? Well, I happened to go see my hematologist, and he walked into the office. He said, "Oh, you look bad," and left. I said, "What?" I'm sitting there like, who does that? Next thing I know, the nurses come in here with, "Oh, you got to have blood work." Takes me away to get blood work, and then the doctor walks over, your blood, you got to go in the hospital. What? So I've been kidnapped several times at the doctor's office, several times, but that was one of them. Major's wife says she looks like she was rolled hard and put away wet, or whatever. My grandma used to say, "I think you got it right, I always get it wrong." That's why I don't say it, because I get it wrong. um Attitude and Tylenol said, "Yep, my mom kept saying that after I had my sleeve done. 10 post-ops, I had a blood clot." Oh, wow. Wow. Justin's mom said, "My boyfriend and son asked me to grow my hair. I love it short. I'm still natural. I'm thinking about cutting it off. My boyfriend is cool with it." And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, um, or some people don't like short, some people don't like long, and I think our hair is beautiful no matter what, whether it's long, whether it's short, whether it's curly, whether it's kinky. And I will say, I have seen so many women with beautiful gray hair, silver hair, just beautiful. But I don't see it for myself. I just don't. I don't. Hey, a lady. Hey, Ray Della Lewis. I thought you was here. Oh, you must be speaking to a lady. Mimi says, "Oh my." Major's wife says, "That was basically a lot of words to call someone a 304."
Yeah, it's a sale this weekend. It's no tax weekend because school. So I
Oh
came and
yeah,
got her
okay.
some sneakers, and I came and got me some shorts.
Okay then. All right. Well, go ahead on, honey, business. I'll hit you up later on whenever you settle down.
All right,
Okay. Bye.
call me around 7. If you just want
I
to
can't.
regularly call me.
All right. Cool. I will. All right. Be safe out there.
All right, bye.
Love you too.
Put that for me.
Okay, this is weird. What? What's happening?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Y'all see that? What? Let me find out he got another boo. What was that all about? Oh my gosh. Shirley's divorce. Shirley, I'm free, sis. Why is this flea bag buying shorts at her grown age? That's another thing. I have seen some women, some older women, wear stuff that I could not wear. Like I look at Shirley Strawberry, for example, in the crop tops. She looks good in them. I mean, so I kind of, I don't know. I used to be like, they're too old. They're too old. They shouldn't have this. They shouldn't have that. But now, I'm like, well, if I guess, if it's tastefully done, let me say that. If it is tastefully done. Black but Not Bitter says, do you know how hard my friends would clown me if I was in public or in private talking to an inmate? Queen Lily says, Shirley and I have the same fashion sense. Spring Shower says, she do. I'm 44 and wish I could. Okay, wish I could. Granny the Great said, my hair has been short for a long time and I love it. A lady said Shirley gets a pass because she's in showbiz. And that's true too. That's true too. But I really do. She really was looking good in, and I've said that before because that's not the first time I've seen her wearing a crop top, but she does. She does look good in them. My hats go off to her, or my hat, however you say it. So, okay, we're going to look at this. We're going to look at this. And I have my banner up already for my Fair Use Act. And even though I am still going to read. I am still going to read my Fair Use Act, because people be tripping these days. Fair Use Act disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, what we are going to be doing is we are going to go over to a page called Infamous Sylvia. She was in court and recorded she recorded the whole thing. We are going to be looking at Shirley Strawberry's testimony only. And, like I said before, we got a good breakdown from Black but Not Bitter. But the thing about watching this is just going to be so wonderful to see Shirley smiling. That's what I want. I want Shirley smiling. Thank you, mods, for putting the Fair Use Act in the comments as well. Queen Lily, I just got your email. Do you mind if I share it on my community wall? Just let me know, because I don't have a problem with promoting. If you've got a book, anything, I don't mind promoting it, over here, because that's what it's about. We Black people, and this is how we've, from the beginning of time, this is the things we've done. We promote and uplift and share, our sisters and stuff. So that's what I've done thus far, and I will continue to do. So she says, yes, share. Okay, I sure will. I will put it on my wall. Attitude and Tylenol said, to be honest, IS was actually a decent person for about 10 minutes during her live today. Really? Oh, interesting. And I mean, I will say, I think it was smart of her. Now, she singled out Shirley Strawberry's testimony. The other, if you want to see, is in her video, the full video where she's saying, Infamous Sylvia, you're watching Infamous Sylvia. Which I still think that's a mistake too, because her views, like so many people complained about that. But this right here, I will say this was very smart of her to take at least this portion out for people to see. So let's get in to this right here. Okay, what? Okay, All right. I downloaded it in case it disappeared. I saw that yesterday. I was like, "Ooh, let me download this before it disappears." Been downloading other stuff today too, because people just want to be reckless. So, I downloaded that as well. But anyway, y'all, let's get into Shirley Strawberry's testimony and how good she looked. We're saying something. Look, Bella, I will always give credit where credit is due. I really will. I don't care who it is. I will always give credit where credit is due. So, I mean, she ain't gonna get too much else out of me, but yeah, I will do that. I will. Um, Black but not bitter, you are right. And somebody went into his chat and said they actually said that. You know, uh 5 to 6 content creators, all female, and you're the common denominator. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Attitude, Tylenol. All right, y'all, here we go.
So I'm going to move down a little bit at the bottom of that first box.
Now, like I said, I will give credit where credit is due. It probably would have made sense to like get her actually walking in and sitting up on the stand, but we won't be picky. Hey, just Nikki said I can't believe his thumbnail photo.
See, there's a box labeled home phone. Yes. Could you read what that phone number is, please? 678-956-2829. And is that your phone number? No. Has that ever been your phone number? No. Do you know whose phone number that is? I do not.
Shirley said that ain't my number. I ain't never seen it before, and I don't know who it belongs to. Okay, Shirley. By the way, for the people who will complain because I'm stopping and giving commentary, because believe me, y'all, they do that too. For those people, this is what we do. This is why it's called a reaction. We stop and we give commentary. This is what we do. And as a matter of fact, this is what we have to do per YouTube. So that is what I am doing. So for the people in the back, as they say, who want to complain about me doing this, go over there and watch it without the commentary. That's all I can say. Black but not bitter says she couldn't film her entrance because that would have included images of us observers. Oh, okay. Okay. See, look at that. See, this is why it's good to have somebody on the inside. Okay. Okay. Dion Salt Bay said exactly, Shirley. Yes, yes.
And then to the right and up just a little bit, there's a box. You see a box that says preferred email? Yes. Could you read what that email address is? I might need my glasses, but I think it says NUBIRA54@yahoo.com. And is that your email address? No. Has that ever been your email address? No, it has not. Do you know whose email address that is? I do not. Now, may I approach with Miss Strawberry glasses? If she needs some, yes. I might. Thank you.
Now that sounded like Mississippi Monica. Oh, it is. I think it is Mississippi Monica. Look at her. Shirley Strawberry in court with a team. And thank you allegedly for putting this up here. This is infamous Sylvia's video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maz. Um Yeah, Aunt Nettie, yeah, I did hear him say that. That's why I suggest anybody who has a video where they are doing, first of all, I can't understand how it's legal to strike a video that you're doing commentary on with the person's on their channel. I don't understand that, but I would suggest to anyone out there who has done a video with said person, get it off your channel. Just get it off. Even though he gave permission and all of the things, just get it off. It's not worth it.
And so just moving through the document, I'm going to go down to the second bold box. Do you see what I'm talking about? Yes. And do you see towards the bottom of that box, there's a line that says nearest relative? Yes. And could you read the name for us, please, of what's listed there? Carlos Lamont. Do you have any relatives named Carlos Lamont? No. Do you know who Carlos Lamont is? No.
Shirley said, I don't know them folk. uh, oh, that was DDA Winfrey? Oh, okay. Was that DD? Whoa, wait a minute. Well, wait. Okay, we'll go. We will go back to things at the end. That's what I'll do. Okay. I'm telling DDA Winfrey scares me. I would not. Whew, child, if I saw her, I might get scared and leave the courtroom. That one scares me. I've seen her in a courtroom. I've seen her in action. And then, I've seen her in that news interview that she did that one. I said, I don't want to see that lady. CJ said, uh yeah, he needs to have a complaint filed against him for those bullying tactics. Yeah, yeah. How does that work? Make it make sense. Um Let me see.
Um, do you have any knowledge?
Oh, so Mississippi Monica handed the glasses to DDA Winfrey, and DDA Winfrey took them up. Shirley read the text on the contract. Yeah, I do know. I think shortly after this is when the actual live feed shut down.
Knowledge of Mr. Williams having an associate or friend named Lamont? Yes. Could you tell us who that person is? I just know him as a friend of Mr. Williams. And I didn't even know his name was Carlos. Okay.
Because it ain't.
And then you see under that line with Carlos Lamont, down and over just a little bit, there's a box that says phone number. Yes. And it's the phone number 424-268-0141. Yes. And do you have any knowledge of whose phone number that is? No. Now moving down another line, there's a line that says additional reference. Do you see that? Right at the very bottom. And I'm sorry, right at the very bottom of that second bold box, right under Carlos Lamont. Oh, yes. And could you read that name, please? Falta Ellis. Do you know anyone by the name of Falta Ellis? No. And then do you see there's a phone number to the right of that? Yes. 404-454-5653. Yes. Is that phone number familiar to you at all? No. I also want to move back up to the beginning of that box. Do you see there's a line that says current employment title? Yes. What's listed there? I host Steve Harvey. Is that how you would describe your current employment title? No. How would you describe it? If someone asks you what your title is, how would you describe it? I would say co-host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I would say that.
Let me say this about the Rule 22. As we know, and as we heard from Black But Not Bitter's recap, when she went in, she, this lady with, hair and stuff, said that they were waiting for their Rule 22 to be approved. Now, taking that even out of the equation, I would think this is okay. The courtroom, as I understand, is not that big. It's not that big from what I understand. And what I can say is that from what I'm told of how small the courtroom is and looking at the video, the judge can see. That's why he's in the front. He can see everybody and everything and the galleries and whatnot. If somebody was filming that shouldn't have been filming, I'm sure he would have said, tap, tap on the gavel, baby. And then he would have says, you there, why are you recording? Because she had a tripod with the phone on it. She had a phone in her lap. So she had all of these things. If she was not supposed to be recording and didn't have a Rule 22, I mean, come on. There were bailiffs there, and like I said, the judges there. So, hey, aristocrats, how are you doing? So, I am quite sure that that would have been shut down if she wasn't supposed to be filming. So, I don't know why that was said. I really, it makes no sense to me. Of course, she had a Rule 22. Now, it wasn't approved till she got there, but she had a Rule 22. So I just really don't know why that all that drama and stuff was just even brought up. You know, she plus if she didn't have a Rule 22, she wouldn't have been sitting in court tattling on everybody. Okay? So yeah, she had a Rule 22. She did.
All right, I'm going to flip now to page 4 of the document. You'll see at the top it says joint credit intention signature. Yes. Do you see about halfway down that document, there's a line that says credit application signature? Yes. And do you see under that line, there's a box that says your name, Shirley Strawberry? Yes. Do you see what appears to be a signature above that? Yes. Is that your signature? No. Did you authorize anybody to sign this document for you? No. And before this issue came up in court, did you have any knowledge that your signature had been used on this application? No. Now going down just a little bit, there's another line that says marketing consent. Do you see that? Yes. And do you see there's another, what appears to be signature in your name? Yes. And did you sign that? No. Did you authorize anyone to sign your name there? No. All right, now I'm going to flip a few more pages ahead. First, you'll see retail installment contract and security agreement at the very top. Let me know when you're on that page, please. Okay. Okay. Now, if you'll flip 2 more times from there.
Let me say this also. There is, and it is true, she could have had a Rule 22 that allowed her to film but not live stream. That's a very good point, which could also lead to the fact of why the stream stopped. You know, the stream did stop, and then she puts on her community wall, oh, I didn't get enough likes, so I'm stopping the stream, which makes no sense to me because you don't get paid for your likes, you get paid for your views, and you could have gotten a lot of views. Now, I think somebody talked to her and she thought better of the whole thing, which is why she did this. Now, if you want to see um the entire hearing, it's over there on her channel, but you do have to put up with her saying her name every 2 seconds. But she did single out this footage, which was very smart of her. But that may be true. She may should have only been just recording it and not live streaming it like she was, which would explain her stopping the live stream.
And do you see another page that appears to have a signature in your name on it? Yes.
Listen, y'all.
Did you sign this page? No. Did you authorize anyone to sign this page on your behalf? No. And could you flip to the very last page for me, please? And do you see at the top right side of the very last page, there appears to be another signature in your name? Yes. Did you sign there? No. Did you authorize anyone else to sign on your behalf? No. And then moving down this page on the left side, do you see there's another signature that appears to be your name? Yes. Did you sign that one? No. And did you authorize anyone to sign that one on your behalf? No. And do you see to the right of that bottom signature, there's another one appears to be a signature in the name of Desiree Torres? Yes. Are you familiar with anyone by that name? No. Now, Ms. Strawberry, You testified that today is the first time you're seeing this document.
Yes.
When did you first become aware of the existence of this F-350? Not your involvement in it, but just that the defendant had come to own this Ford F-350.
That had to be, well, I'm not sure, but I'll say 2020 or 2019, somewhere around in there. 2019 or 2020 maybe.
Do you have any reason to believe that you wouldn't have known about it pretty soon after he purchased the vehicle?
No.
And when do you remember him purchasing the vehicle?
Yes.
And did you have any idea at that time, really anything about the purchase of the vehicle, other than it was being purchased?
No.
When did you become aware, or did you at some point prior to today become aware that the vehicle had been registered in your name?
Well, it was after, I guess he got put in jail and I had to start paying the payments. Then I realized it was in my name. I didn't know it was in my name.
And so,
Did y'all hear it? Do I need to go back? What? Well, now the way it was described, not by by the black but not bitter, but by someone else, said, "What? No, she lied." You know, all of that, the theatrics, and so it didn't exactly happen that way, but he did have an outburst. It was so uh such a tiny outburst that the judge didn't even tap on the gavel, baby. Didn't even do that, just kept on going. So I mean, I hear it because I was looking for it. But yeah, I don't know, like, as quick as that was, and for people actually sitting there in the courtroom, I don't even know how noticeable it was. But yes, we will go back. What?
Well, it was after, I guess he got put in jail and I had to start paying the payments. Then I realized it was in my name. I didn't know it was in my name.
What? Nesto, you might pull those theatrics on the jail calls, but I don't think it will hold too much water there in the courtroom, okay? CJ said, replay it. I got both earbuds in. Attitude Tylenol said, I missed it. What? Okay, we're going to do it one more again. Aristocrat said, I was wearing my Bluetooth and heard it. You heard him this time, Shirley's divorce. Oh my gosh, I gotta get your name right. Because we are no longer Shirley's divorce finally. We are Shirley testified finally. Kimmy who said, I heard it. The woman he chose said he sound like he was about to cry. What? Black but not bitter said the only reason anyone heard it was because we were sitting right behind the defense table. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it was that noticeable. I mean, I heard it the first time when I was reviewing this, and it cracked me up. So I kept going back. That's Jules said that was the weakest whatever. I think that was for theatrics. And the fact that Sean Hoover didn't even say anything to him, that's interesting too. Not tapping him or anything. Attitude and Tylenol said, put some bass in your voice, nigga. Okay? Yes. We want to hear all those whats and wows like we do on the phone calls.
I guess he got put in jail and I had to start paying the payments. Then I realized it was in my name. I didn't know it was in my name.
And so,
what? You right. That is just a weak little what. If you was gonna be that low with it, why bother saying it at all, Nestos? Come on. Now, we do know that after this, we know that Sylvia got on the phone with Sonya. I don't know if I'm going to play that simply because I don't know who she was boosting internet from, but it sounded terrible. You couldn't, because even Sylvia's like, you sound like you're like a robot. So it was very hard to hear. So I don't know if I will play that. We'll see. Allegedly said he whispered, "What?" in his church voice. Yes, that was his church voice. You heard it, Major's wife. CJ said Sean Hoover gets paid no matter what he do. He's just making sure he put in his time. And he allowed, well, his line of questioning, that's a whole other thing. Hey, Ducky Dexter.
When you refer to pain,
Wait a minute. Queen Black said he sounded like 100-year-old granny. Kimmy who said, I think it slipped out. He expected her to go along with his lies. You're right. He might have. That might have shocked him that she actually was thinking for herself and took a stand. A lady says it was a runaway slave protest. Glorious Love said he should have said it with his chest. I would have. I would have, if somebody's sitting up on the stand lying, I don't care how many contempts of court they put me in, whether they throw me out my own hearing. I don't care. I would be protesting. Because, hey, look, if they throw me out, my attorney's still there. He still got to do what he do, whatever that may be in Sean Hoover's case.
the payments, are we talking about just a monthly car note on the vehicle?
Yes, the monthly car note, yes.
About how much do you pay on that car note?
$899 and some change. $899 and some change.
Each month?
Yes.
And are you still making those payments?
Yes.
And even though this vehicle was purchased in your name without your knowledge, why did you decide to make these payments? Keep making these payments?
Because it was in my name and I didn't want my credit to go bad or whatever because it was in my name. I had to pay it.
At the time the vehicle was purchased, did you know that Mr. Williams was married to more than one person?
No.
And had you known that Mr. Williams was married to more than one person, would you have married him?
No.
And had you known that Mr. Williams was married to more than one person, would you have authorized him to purchase a vehicle using your personal information?
No.
I have no further questions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Y'all, get ready for this. That's all I'm going to say is get ready. I mean, I know we've already heard about the things that this man has said, but just hearing it come out of his mouth is just, you got to wonder. You got to wonder. I Revived said her teeth are so white, they are blinding me over here. I think I have a a hetero girl crush on that lady. I'm telling you. I mean, I am telling you. I grew up going to church, and I have been around a lot of men. I've never seen them get up and their suit be creased like that in the back. I've never seen that before. I'm sorry, I just haven't. Maybe it's just me, but I've just never seen that before. I mean, between ushers and minister, I've just never seen that before.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. My name is Sean Hoover. I have a couple of questions.
Look how she looking at him. Y'all see how she looking at him?
So for starters, it was your testimony just now that you started paying, or that you realized you started paying for the truck yourself once Mr. Williams was arrested. Is that true?
I started paying for it, yes, once he was arrested, yes.
So just so we have a better idea of what you actually mean by that, did you apply like your bank account to the system so the money would come out of your bank account?
No.
Okay. Did you go to the place where the vehicle was purchased and say, hey, I'm going to start taking over payments, here's all my information? Okay. So between the first time it was purchased up until, like you said, Mr. Williams got arrested, you started paying for it, did you change any of the account information so it was personally coming from you and not from Mr. Williams?
Did I change any of the account information?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Okay. Between the first time the vehicle was actually purchased up until where you claim you finally realized about it when he was arrested, did you change the account information on the insurance for the vehicle?
You know how you have, like, if you say you want to be baptized or whatever, and the pastor makes you take the pre-baptismal courses, Bible studies or whatever. Um, this is what this is. This is the pre-baptismal portion of this case. And we will see the baptismal coming up real soon.
The insurance information, well, no, I didn't change the insurance information, I don't think. I'm having to think about this. But I did have to include it in my insurance so I could pay it.
Oh, right. Allegedly in Harmon. This is giving Bernadine and waiting to exhale. Yes, yes.
I hope that answered your question.
It did. And just for clarification purposes, the account that the money was coming out of to purchase the vehicle never changed between the first day it was purchased up to where you claimed that you started paying for it yourself. That account never changed, correct?
Well, I can't say that for sure. Well, I can't say that for sure. I started paying it out of my personal account, yes, and I never did that before.
So is it your testimony? Well, let me ask you this. The account, the first account that was used, the first bank account that was used to open this vehicle, to purchase this vehicle, was that the personal account that you continue to make payments out of?
I don't know anything about that, of the account that the payments were made from. All I know is I paid it out of my account once he was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And as you testified before, you didn't go to the company where he purchased the vehicle and said, hey, put this in my personal account so I can start paying for it. You didn't do that?
No.
Okay. And same for the insurance. You didn't go to the insurance company and say, hey, put this in my personal account so I can start paying for it. You didn't do that?
No, they asked me to pay for it. The insurance company did.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So you testified that
What was that?
Continue to make payments on it because you didn't want it to affect your bank or your credit score, correct?
Yes.
So at the point where you claim you realize that that the money's not coming out of your account, did you ever go to the company and say, hey, I want to return this vehicle. I didn't want to purchase this in the first place?
Yes. I mean, I didn't go to the company because they were in, it's a company out of Los Angeles. But yeah, I didn't, of course, I didn't want to do that. I didn't know it was in my name. It was a surprise. Once I found out it was in my name, I had to pay for it, yes.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that you said you started paying for it, but my specific question was, once you're saying that you found out it was in your name, did you ever go to that company where the vehicle was purchased and say, I do not want this vehicle, I did not purchase it?
I didn't go to them, no, because they're in Los Angeles, but I did have phone conversations with them, yes.
And you, well, without getting us hearsay, so you told them you did not want the vehicle anymore because you didn't pay for it?
Maybe not in those exact words, but I did say, why am I responsible for paying for this car now?
And when you were divorced, you didn't then say, Your Honor, this is my vehicle, I have nothing to do with it, get rid of it. You didn't tell the judge in your divorce hearing that, did you?
No, that didn't come up.
So can you explain to this court?
Like, why would she? It's not like if she did, it's not like he'd be responsible for it. I mean, what's he going to pay it out of? Zuzus and Wham Whams? I mean, come on.
What steps did you take to get this vehicle that you never knew anything about out of your name and off of your account?
Well, I had a conversation with the finance company, Westlake Financial, I believe it is, and I told them the circumstances of, I didn't know this truck was in my name. Why do I still have to pay for it? And they said, because of that, it's in your name. And basically that was it.
When did you have that conversation with Westlake Financial?
It had to be about 2022, I think. About 2022.
So, and if I heard you correctly, you found out about the vehicle in 2019 or 2020, correct?
Yes, that he had purchased the vehicle and was, yeah, it was his vehicle, yes.
And the first time you said anything about you didn't want to leave your name to Westlake Financial was in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And did you ever go to the district attorney's office between 2022 and today and say, look, these are the steps I took with Westlake Financial to get this out of my name?
Absolutely not. I didn't know that I could do that, but now that I know that.
Between that.
When was this? This was Monday. I bet you, if not by Wednesday, by Friday, Shirley going to be somewhere. I was the victim of a crime. Here's the police report. Here's my testimony. Have at it. That's what I would be doing. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said can't sell it. It's not even paid off. He lied. And AK's POV, you're right. Sean Hoover wasted time going after content creators when he could have been, preparing better questioning. Attitude and Tylenol said Hoover doesn't like women. This is the cash out victim questioning. This is, and in addition to that, the cash out victims questioning proves that when Hoover goes up to question victims, um, LWOPS come down. Thessie Jules said Shirley didn't know she could have told could have told them to kick rocks. And you know what? I can believe that. I can truly believe that. There are some people, like my mother, there was a lot she didn't know. I remember when her and my father got separated, my mother didn't even know how to get a phone, regular house phone, in her name at the, because she just didn't know. That's why, like, at that time, like, I just had all the bills in my name. She didn't know what to do. She got wiser, but when she first left and she was a grown woman, wasn't like she was some 20, 30 year old. She was a grown woman in her, I think she was in her 50s maybe. So, or more, but she had no idea. So sometimes you don't know what you know until you know it. And if Shirley has never had a reason to know, you can just go and say, hey, I don't know nothing about this car. I didn't get this. She wouldn't do that. And then you also have to remember at the time, she still thought that this man was her husband and he was being wrongfully accused. You have to take all that into consideration as well.
Conversation that we're hearing about from 2022 with Westlake Financial, did you ever go to Officer Fields or any other law enforcement officer to say, look, these are the steps I'm taking to get this vehicle out of my name?
No, I didn't do that. I did discuss it with him though.
Which officer?
I don't know. I don't know which one right now at this moment. But yes, I did ask them about the vehicle. Do I still have to pay for it?
Do you remember if it was a male or a female?
Maybe a male, yeah.
Do you remember around what time, what year?
No, I don't.
Ms. Marbury,
Yes.
at the time that I guess all of this was going on with the vehicle, how many different residences did you live in with Mr. Williams?
So he's asking about the residences, but I wanted to read this question. Um, that I just wanted to read this comment that Say left. She said, "At Legacy, when I first worked in customer service at the bank, I worked for so many women would call in after their husbands passed away and they never had a credit card. It was all in their husband's name." That is true. There are some women who they're not even sure how to pay the bills after their husband passes. I mean, they don't know a lot of things. And times were different back when Shirley was starting out in life. We know more now because we know we have to. And we know that a lot of things transpire. We see stuff on the news between watching the news. Some of us like to watch the ID channel. So you find out things. I mean, you find out a lot of stuff. So it's not unreasonable or unfeasible that Shirley did not know these things. Also, someone said she was surrounded by scammers, and that's true. You know, you've got him and all the friends and everybody, the son, people who you welcome into your home, into your life, you know, just going along with it. And, you know, the only thing, they don't see anything wrong. You can listen to the jail calls and tell that they don't see anything wrong with anything this man has done. You know, they're falling into this, I'm an innocent man. You know, they're falling into all of that. And I think, you know, it's just terrible. So these are the people that this lady was surrounded by. And it's just sad. It really is to for her to have been taken advantage of like she was, in my opinion. I feel like she was taken advantage of. And, you know, Nesto always saw every woman as a mark, as an opportunity, and he took those opportunities. So and also suspecting. You can get a suspecting woman. You know who's not going to ask too many questions. You know this. If you are a potential scammer and you're looking for your next mark, you know what type of woman to look for. um I me I'm not the way that I am because, oh, I learned from my mother or whatever. I'm the way I am because I could see and I knew I had to be hard and I had to be on top of my business and my game because I saw what happens to people, to women who are not. Now, am I accusing them for not knowing things? No, because you don't know what you know until you know what you didn't know. You know, that's how it works out here. You might even have some young ladies in 2025 who are, you've ever seen those kids who were sheltered and they weren't allowed to live or do anything. So then when they go off to college, they get buck wild. Some of them end up pregnant in freshman year because they never had the freedom. They've never had to make decisions on their own. Their parents made all their decisions for them. Their parents approved which people were friends and which people were not friends. So you can't really judge someone until you know their circumstance, till you know how they grow up. We don't know who's been abused. You just don't know. And until you do, you can't just go around oh, well, she should have known this, she should have known. You can't do that. I mean, let's look at Sonya. She supposedly knew all these things about RVs and went to RV shows, and she purchases a little camper that she doesn't even know how the hookups work. But she was talking a good game, trying to flex on the internet. And what she did, as far as I'm concerned, was dig a hole for herself. So sometimes we don't know what we know until we know what we didn't know, if that makes sense. Attitude Tylenol said, my mom taught me to be very self sufficient because she was. Right. And see, my mother wasn't. So self sufficiency is something that I came into myself because I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm going to grow up and not know what's what and how to do something. That's just the way I saw it. But that doesn't mean that's the way everybody's going to see it. You might grow up in a household where your parent, your mom, you see your mom not being self-sufficient, so you might not learn how to be self-sufficient. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it happens, and I think sometimes we tend to judge without realizing those things. Because I'll say this about Sonya, as much as she would probably say no, I think her mother, between the turmoil and things that went on in her home as a child, as well as, the mother leaving, that has affected her. That has affected her to this day. This is why she views us as bitter black bitches. This is why she does not know how to get along with other females. This is why she does not respect other females, especially black ones. And you also have to realize her mother was a darker person. And I think this is why she so desperately wants to be what she's not. And then in addition to that, she's got her siblings are, you know, of mixed race. So then there's that. And then, there that her siblings have a mother and a father, but she did not finish her, in her formative years, she didn't have her mother. So those are things, I mean, I realize that. It's unfortunate that she doesn't realize that. So, I mean, I'll tell you, as self sufficient as I always have been, when my father paid my car insurance till he died. My father bought, I bought one car. Well, I started paying for a car, and he ended up paying for the rest of it. And then another car he bought for me. My last car he bought and paid for. I never had to do that. So am I saying this to say I don't know how to do it? No, I'm saying this to say it hurt my heart when I had to. Boy, when them people came up wanting some insurance money, I was like, what? It's like car insurance costs this much? Because I never had to do it. But that doesn't mean that I didn't take the initiative to, okay, well, I got to pay this. I'm going to pay it now. I didn't do that. But I was able to do that because I made it my business to be self sufficient. So, but we can't look at others and judge and say, well, she's not self sufficient, or she's not smart. That has nothing to do with it. It's all in how you were raised and what you were exposed to.
With the vehicle, just one.
Okay, which residence was that?
21, 55 Bent Creek Manor.
And how was 21, let me back up and ask you this. Did you sign the paperwork for 2155 Bent Creek Manor?
No.
Okay, who did that?
He did.
Mr. Williams?
Mr. Williams, yes.
And the money that was being paid for 2155 Bent Creek Manor, whose account was that coming out of?
Mr. Williams.
The houses on Pine Grove, do you have anything to do with those houses?
I'm not familiar with the house on Pine Grove. I didn't live there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
She didn't live there. She don't know nothing about them houses. Gee, Nestos, I wonder how her name and Sheridan's name and folks' name got put on there, and she don't know nothing about it.
And I guess my last question about the vehicle is it your testimony today that you didn't set up the insurance with your license, your information to get insurance on the vehicle that day?
What day?
The day that the day that the Ford was actually purchased.
Yes, that is my testimony. I did not do that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, when you were speaking with the state just a while ago, you said that you realized later on that Mr. Williams was married to other people. Is that correct?
I may have said I was told that.
You were told?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I realized it.
So that was my question. Is there anything that you can show this court today that says, look, this is how I can tell or prove to you that I know Mr. Williams is married to multiple people during that time?
That I can today, I can talk to my divorce attorney and find out, but other than that, no.
Why would he ask her that? Would have you listen? her divorce attorney and said, your husband has other wives. And I'm sure that her friends heard these jail calls and it got back to her that he had other wives. Um, so what, I mean, who checks on that? Who is getting ready? They've been with a person, they getting ready to get married. Who checks to see, have you been married? And how many times have you been married before? Now, I will tell you, after this case, if I ever get married, I might would do that just because of this case. But just as a norm, who does that? Who looks to see who, if the person you're about who supposedly loves you, you love them, who stops to look and check to see if they are already married?
Okay, and we're going to talk about her in a second, but just so right now, your testimony is there's nothing that you can show the court yourself to say this is how I personally know Mr. Williams was married to multiple people.
And furthermore, that's not for her to show. It is for Sean Hoover, the defense, to show, hey, he thought he was divorced because of XYZ. Ain't nobody got to prove. All anybody has to prove is that this man was married at the time he married her. That is all the state has to prove. Whether or not he knew and what he did and didn't know, that's up for Sean Hoover to prove. So this line of questioning is just dumb.
It's just what other people told you.
It's what my lawyers told me, yes.
Now, your divorce attorney, when you were in the hearing to finalize everything, you didn't get an annulment, did you?
No.
You got an actual divorce, is that correct?
Yes.
And did your divorce attorney tell you the difference between an annulment and what a divorce actually means?
Did my divorce attorney tell me that?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, the person who represented you in your divorce that also told you Mr. Williams is married to multiple people didn't explain to you the difference between an annulment and an actual divorce.
Objection. This is getting the privilege.
Thank you.
Well, it's not. I'm sorry. Okay. Mr. Well, it's not when we're specifically addressing this bigamy issue and the state brought it up. Now we know the only information that this witness knows about this is from her attorney. So I can.
Here again, this is dumb because if this is it don't matter who told her. It don't matter if a passerby on the street told her. It ends up being true. So none of that matters. And furthermore, I don't know why he's harping on this like this, but this is what I don't understand. I mean, first of all, Sean Hoover should really tread lightly and stay away from this line of questioning because it's easily proven that this man was married. Who cares whether he knew? It was his responsibility to know that he wasn't divorced from these women, not hers. And she had no other reason to suspect. He presented himself to the people when he filled out the forms that he was single or divorced, depending on which time you look at. That's how he presented himself. So why would she think to look? Because I'm sure if he did that on legal forms, I'm sure he did that to her. So Sean Hoover really, I mean, he should just stop with this questioning.
Ask this specific question. We're not going into major detail. This is a specific question based off the information that she's already provided that the state literally walked in.
Well, and I think you asked it and she's answered it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Lawyer, so if there's another question, I'll sustain and ask and answer the objection. You may ask another question.
Thank you. I have that answer, so no further questions right now. Thank you.
The judge said, tap, tap on the gavel, baby. She answered those questions. And furthermore, I don't care if I knew the difference between an annulment and a divorce. I would have gotten a divorce anyway. I don't care because I don't want to find out 5 to 6 years later, oh, well, I got an annulment, but there's some kind of technicality where he's allowed to draw my pension. Okay, I would have gotten a divorce too. I don't blame her.
No redirect, Judge. Will she be excused?
I want to make sure I understand. So before she steps down and the witness can testify versus the lawyers testifying, Ms. Strawberry, the truck that you've been questioned about, is that truck currently registered in your name?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
When did it get registered in your name?
Register in my name?
Yes.
I mean, you know what, let me say this. The truck, I haven't driven it for years, or I don't drive it, but I don't know when it was registered in my name. I don't know, I assume that when it was purchased. I just don't know that
Okay.
answer, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, but you currently, you now know that the registration is in your name,
Yes.
but you don't know when it was first registered in your name?
No, I do not.
All right, okay, that's what I had. Anything else from the state?
Mayor, I actually would ask just a couple more questions. Ms. Strawberry, when you were divorced, was there a trial, like where witnesses came and testified?
No.
And did Mr. Williams contest the divorce, or was it uncontested?
It was uncontested.
I have no further questions.
For the defense attorney. No question, Your Honor. All right, maybe.
Hey, Jaylon Jones. Or wait, Jaylon. Wait a minute. What? Oh, it is Jones. Let's see, Jewel. I think that wife, whichever one it was, it Martha. I don't think that Nesto did that divorce. I think Martha did it, but that makes him being married to two women when he was married to not only Shirley Strawberry but to Carol. He had a wife when he married her. Major's wife said, if I had Shirley's information, I can register a car flight now in her name. There are scammers who sell legit tags and registrations for a living. You would be surprised all of the things that scammers buy and sell for a living that contain our personal information. I will never click a link. I don't care. Like say for example, my health insurance keeps sending me stuff and it has a link to click. I won't click it. Y'all call me for everything else. Call me for this. Y'all write me for everything else. Write me for that. I will not click that link. I don't click links.
Witness step down and be excused.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Look at thank you for coming, Miss Strawberry. Watch her walk away. Watch her hand whooping that paper, y'all.
You want your exhibit?
Look at that shape. Look at that. Look at that.
Judge, the state calls investigator canceled.
Now, I really would have loved to have heard this investigator's testimony, but this is the end of this video. And the investigator is on the other video where she's doing all that talking, and I'm not playing that. So, Black but Not Bitter, is there anything that you want to add or anything like that now that we've seen this? Ari Vive says, look at that waistline. Does she do Pilates? Well, I want to tell you, I do, and mine don't look like that. Major's wife said Nesto so left his body when Shirley left that courtroom. He probably said, why? No. Raydell Lewis said, Miss Shirley looked good in the neighborhood. I was wondering why Martha put in for that. I mean, it was like, what, 2021? Like, what made her do it? Like, after all those years, what made her put in for a divorce? I mean, that's kind of weird too. And might I also add, and I think I said this on V's, how interesting is it? He says, oh, I couldn't divorce my wife. I didn't know where she was. But when Sonya called you on that jail call and told you that Edith had contacted a blogger and said XYZ and that she was the only wife, you immediately had Sonya call Laverte to check into why did your stupid ass mother do XYZ? You was able to reach out then. You mean to tell me you could have never called Laverte to ask her how to do anything? Huh? Hey, Michi 3. Okay, Black but Not Bitter, you said no. And like I said, we got a very excellent, even though we're not looking at the testimony, of the investigator or anybody else, but you can go over to V Lenore's channel. I will put that video in the description at the end of this video so that, if anybody missed that video, the recap that Black But Not Bitter gave us over on V Lenore's and all of us doing our commentary, you can go over there and watch that. Justin's mom said maybe Martha wanted to get married. That's what I suspect. Because, like, what would make her, after all of these years, do that? So that's what I'm thinking, that there was a remarry or something. It had to be something to make her just instantly do that all of a sudden. Justin's mom said, okay, I read that one. Major's wife pretty much said the same thing. Maybe Martha wanted to remarry the legal way. Right. AK's POV said Martha probably wanted to get married again or didn't want to be responsible for Nesto and his foolishness. Them folks said maybe Martha got married again. Yeah, that's what everybody's consensus is. I think that it had to be something like that, because what on earth would make her, after all these years, do that? So it had to have been something. Granny the Great said that's a doggone shame. He will be in jail or prison for the rest of his life. That carries 10 years in the state of Georgia, bigamy. So that's, I mean, that's time right there. Forget about all the other stuff. That right there. And to me, it has been proven on record that the man is married. And Sean Hoover didn't even deny it. He uses the, well, maybe he didn't know defense. Really. I revived said it. CJ, Shirley could make a coin as an influencer of a certain age. She is more stylish, in my opinion. You know what? She did have a few little deals going on, and then this man gets arrested because it's on her. Yeah, it's on her Instagram because I have it. So she did have something kind of going on before his arrest, and then afterwards, a lot of people started dropping her. um Thessie Jules said Martha may have been getting hitched or retiring. um CJ said AK's POV more than likely. She's not responsible for his actions during the time frame they were married. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that she is. Granny the Great said I was thinking she stayed married for insurance purposes, but you have to be married to insure a ninja. Right. Because user PK7, all these numbers says don't want him to get her social security. Yeah, because um when my parents divorced and everything, and when my mother retired, she drew my father's social security because it was way more than what she'd ever see. So yeah, that stuff like that happens. Stuff like that happens. AK's POV said Dusty Jewel, oh yes, retiring. She didn't want to owe Nesto any coins. And that's why, to me, it makes sense that Shirley, I would divorce too. Look, no, forget that annulment stuff. I want a divorce, because I want to make sure he can't come for nothing. So forget that. Annulments, they're cute and everything, but I know more about divorces, and give me one of them. I'll take one of them. Okay. Forget that other. So anyway, that, y'all, I think we're gonna call it a wrap. It is, let me see. It's 11:25. It's still early, but I don't want to well, let me see. Let me go over there and see for a minute. That video is just it's very hard to hear on that video, and it kind of annoys me. Let me see. But it is Sonya. Mm, is this the video? Let me see. Because I think I downloaded it. No, that's her. Okay, no. Let me go over there and get it. I don't think I have it. Is this it? Wait a minute. No, this isn't it. Okay, let me go over there and get it. Let me see which one it is. That's her at court. Um. Oh. Um. You know what? No. 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 I just saw something over there. We'll do this. We'll do this possibly tomorrow. I'm not sure, but we'll pick this up at another time because I just saw a video over there that I would like to see before I play what the little mini, I guess, interview that Sonya and Sylvia did. So I'll wait because I want to see this other video that she just did. But yeah, that is it, y'all. That's all I have. We've had some true crime news, some of it hard to hear, but necessary. We've had we got to see the people in action. We got to see Shirley Strawberry first of all, and then we got to see Will Wooten in action. I don't know what Sean Hoover was doing, but not only did we get to hear about it when it happened, we've now seen Shirley Strawberry's testimony. So very interesting. And like I said, if you want to hear Black But Not Bitter's full recap with all of the things in it, go over there to V. Lenore's channel, or I will put it in the description of this video so that you can hit the link and go over there and see it. That is all I have for y'all tonight. I'm gonna get off of here. We will be back. I will be back tomorrow at 9:00. Like I said, I'm not sure. We usually do body cam stuff, but I might, depending on what I see here, I might circle back and finish some things up with this. But other than that, that is it. YouTube have it without Sylvia right after Sonya and Sylvia. I don't understand what that means, but Mary Willis says, let's keep V. Lenore in our prayers. Right. Yes. Yes, we need to do that. We also need to, I know Native has come back on the scene, but he still has some things going on. So keep him in your prayers as well. And if you would like to donate to his GoFundMe, you can, for his medical expenses, you can go check out on my community wall, on V's community wall. I don't know, maybe Black But Not Bitter will put it in the chat. I'm not sure, but y'all could, hit the link on that because he's still going through a lot and he has a lot further to go. But definitely keep everyone in your prayers, especially if there is, this is foolishness. It is viciousness and foolishness. And, at the end, you might bite your own self. That's all I can say. You might bite your own self. But I would suggest anybody who has collaborated with that man to take your videos down because he's going to start going after people. I mean, he threatened it. So that is a word to the wise that I would suggest to people. Just get it down. There's the link if you want to do the GoFundMe and things. Black But Not Bitter has put it in the chat. But I still don't understand how you can strike somebody's page in one breath and in one video and then dog them out on the next one. That is very weird. Talk about a weirdo. That is very weird to me. Okay. And if you keep falling out with content creators, what is the common denominator? Okay, that is all I will say. And we're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night tonight. I know I will. So I'm gonna try to go to sleep early. Shout out to the marvelous Moonlight Ma. Shout out to all of you for being here. Good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, so tell us your side. What happened?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Yeah.